The tea is piping, y'all. I might have to find another job. I done almost got seduced. I almost fell prey to the seduction of a cougar today. I'm in class. I got a student named Matthew. For whatever reason, Matthew was getting on my last nerve. I'm talking about just all in my ear all day. I'm eating my food. Oh, I like that. I like that. That look good. Can I smell it? My mama give me that. I want some. Go sit your ass down, Matthew. I said, sit your ass down. And I normally have a lot of patience with these kids. I really do. But I don't know. Matthew was just trying to work my last nerve. He was sticking pencils in my hair, yelling in my ear, grabbing my chin hair and pulling it. Who does that? My very last straw was he took a suck or a lollipop. And I know y'all see this fresh-ass cardigan I got on. Don't hate. But he took a lollipop, licked it, and stuck it on my cardigan and said, oh, I didn't know it would do that. I said, Matthew, I'm finna call your mama. He said, dude, my mama like you. What? For a second, I hesitated because what do you mean? I said, what do you mean by that, Matthew? He said, my mama like you, call her. So I said, okay. I called his mama. I said, hey, is this Matthew's mom? She said, yeah. I said, Matthew is behaving very inappropriately today. Very inappropriately. I'm going to need you to come up to the school as soon as possible. She said, okay, I'm going to be up there in 30 minutes. I hang up the phone. I say, Matthew, your mama's on the way up here. He said, well, I hope you're ready then. I said, Matthew, what do you stop saying shit like that? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Stop saying all that elusive shit. Tell me what you mean. He said, you going to see what I mean? So about 45 minutes go by, the kids go to lunch. Matthew mama pull up to the school. Knock on my door. I open up the door. I said, oh, you must be Matthew's mom. She said, oh, and you must be Mr. Tall, Dark, and Chocolate. I like him chocolate. I said, what? I had to look behind me. I had to look out into the hallway to see were there any witnesses to see this. She walked into my classroom and said, you know my favorite candy is a Tootsie Roll. Now mind y'all, Matthew's mama is white. Matthew's mama is a snow bunny, a snow leopard, a snow cougar. I had to damn near clutch my pearls, you know what I mean? I had my shirt unbuttoned, I had my cardigan open. I had to do like this with my cardigan, cause what? So I say, you can have a seat right there at one of them desks. I sit down at my desk in the front of the classroom. She take the desk in the front of the classroom and grab it and hop it up to my desk like this. So I say, okay, I guess. So about Matthew. She says, before we start talking, do you got anything I can eat? I'm hungry. I said, the honey pack you ate before you came up here wasn't enough? Well, she come back and say, oh, I think you do. And look down. I said, I don't. Now back to Matthew. Shit, because you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You finna make me get up out my character in this classroom. You got me beside myself. I ain't finna sit up here and get preyed on in my own damn classroom. Got me looking like the dude off a Split when he had to go do like this and be that lady. You're not finna talk to... I had to... I mean, I had to start feeling like I was the woman. I had to say, now you ain't finna come up here and talk to me like that. So I tell her, I said, this is not P. Diddy's classroom. This is not finna be no freak off, no freakaliciousness, no freakadeek, no nothing, no none of that, no freaknik, nothing. This is about Matthew. I said, now Matthew has been a problem all day long, and I'm saying I'm starting to see why, because his mama is out chasing black men. But if you was in the home, Matthew would not be behaving like this in classroom. She said, excuse me? I said, if you were not out chasing Fresh and Fit and Duke Dennis and Ashton Hall, your son would not be behaving like this in the classroom.
Skip this video if you don't love your mother. Which place would you choose for your mother? Click the follow, like, and share buttons if you choose heaven. I give you 3 seconds to choose.
She got up out her desk, walked around to my desk behind me, put her hand on my shoulder, and said, I like it when you talk like that. I grabbed a bottle of lotion from in my desk, squirted it on her hand, rubbed it in a little bit, and I said, please remove your hand off of my cardigan before you cut it with them dry-ass, razor blade-ass hands you got. Hands look like damn Ebenezer Scrooge all over my cardigan and shit. I had to take a minute and compose myself and collect myself because I was half mad and damn near half scared, frightened, shocked. Because when her hand came around on my shoulder, I thought I was getting, you know what I mean, confronted by the possession of Hannah Grace. An exorcism-ass hand that came crawling on my shoulder like, oh, this lady spun me around in my chair and said, if you was going to ruin all the fun, why'd you even invite me here? I said, to talk about Matthew. What? I said, please get out of my classroom. Please get out of my classroom. I damn near was finna have to call security. I said, please get out of my classroom. She walked to the door, put her hand on the knob, looked back, and said, when I come back, we gonna make a s'more. and walked out the classroom.